Hello again, friends. Matt with Eddie's Guitars coming to you from Anaheim, California at the 2024 NAMM show. Going to take a quick look at some of the guitars that we will be bringing home with us from this year's show. Starting off at the always elusive Kevin Ryan booth here. We have been lucky enough to reserve every single guitar for our shop that they have on display at this year's NAMM show, which we are overwhelmingly excited about and eager to share these guitars with you folks. This first little carousel of guitars here has some really outrageous finish treatment that you can see here. It's a new top secret process that the folks at Ryan are offering on their tops. And I am pretty in love with how they look. A couple different variations here. The Cathedral. And over here we have the Darkwood. They brought one kind of like this to NAMM last year that we were very excited about, but it was already sold. So we're really glad that they built another one. Alejandro, if you take a look at the back and sides on that guitar, it's pretty exquisite. Heavily quilted maple. Beautiful stuff. Here we have some of the 35th anniversary Ryan guitars. Perhaps some of the most special acoustic flat tops out there. Western red cedar tops. This happens to be a Brazilian rosewood example with the full Pueblo rose. Arts and crafts treatment on the fingerboard, the headstock, the rosette, the tile around the top.
But it's an investment and it's for more future orders.
Outrageous. And next to it, the always lovely tree mahogany. Another 35th anniversary.
Oh, God.
Here we have a signature series, Nightingale Grand Soloist. Sinker redwood top, Brazilian rosewood, has the full arts and crafts vine inlay. Outrageous. Darkness of that top is really something. Most certainly one of the stars of the show at the Ryan booth is the Nightingale here with the spalted koa back and sides. This is another signature series guitar. Love that koa truss rod cover, that's a nice touch. Larry Robinson inlays on the fingerboard here. And I'm going to indulge myself and pull this down so you folks can see the back and side set of this guitar.
Don't smile. Don't smile.
Indeed. The rosette here is also something I have absolutely never seen before. Really incredible. Like a vine coming down. Got a European spruce and Brazilian rosewood Abbey Grand Parlor with the cutaway. I love the dragonfly inlays on there with the ginkgo leaves. Matching rosette. The stepped bridge. Very cool. Got another Larry Robinson custom inlay here. Beautiful matching rosette to match the tiger stripes there. Nicaraguan rosewood, very, very generous portion of sapwood there. I think this is the only 10 string in the booth. This is the Paradiso 10 string, Sitka spruce top, and mahogany back and sides. A nice figured mahogany back and sides. Really nice. Indian rosewood and Sitka spruce nightingale, tried and true wood combination with a rather simple fingerboard inlay there. A nice inlay all the way around the sides there. The always dramatic Ziricote. Got a Bosnian spruce top on this guitar. With an outrageous set of Ziricote. Get some light on that. Color of that is amazing. Indian rosewood nightingale here with a nicely dressed up all the way up the fingerboard and on the headstock, and a really nice rosette there. Engelmann spruce, that's a wild Engelmann top there. That's awesome. Just wide grain. If you flip around there, Alejandro, we'll take a look at some more showstoppers here. Another 35th anniversary guitar. This is the Cocobolo back and side. I haven't even actually seen this one yet. That is something. Love how they stain the neck too. Oh man. That's awesome. And the last of the 35th anniversary collection is maybe my favorite. I don't know. This is the Pale Moon Ebony back and side with the Western Red Cedar top. In Nightingale form with the Florentine cutaway on there. Again, full Pueblo Rose inlay. Damn right. Welcome to NAMM, folks. We got to take a look at this back on this real quick. Here we have another Abbey Grand Parlor, the smallest guitar of the Ryan collection. Beautiful cutaway here. This is Indian rosewood and Sitka spruce, another very tried and true kind of standard tone wood combination from Ryan. I say standard, but the Indian rosewood on this guitar is outrageously beautiful. Really great set of Indian. There's purples in it. And the last Paradiso we have over here is the figured myrtle and Sitka spruce with the Florentine cutaway. Really cool back set on this guitar. This looks like an old piece of barnwood or something. Really sharp. We're here with my good friend Mr. Kevin Ryan, and we just kind of took a look at your booth here, full of exquisite instruments that we are so lucky to be able to bring home to our shop. And I was dying to ask you, and I'm sure our folks that follow us here would love to know, do you have a favorite in the booth yourself?
Oh, a little bit like asking a grandma which is her favorite grandchild. But I kind of have a couple that I'm nuts about. One is this one right here.
Tell us about this.
Okay, so there's a special story with this wood. Number one, it's obviously gorgeous, but I got two sets of this. It's known technically as spalted koa, and so it has this spalting, which is a kind of it's basically like a an organism that has invaded the tree and created this beautiful pattern, but it's stable. But I found 2 sets, and one was going to be for my dad, one was going to be for me. But unfortunately, my dad died in 2009, so we never built it. But I've had this, and I thought, okay, I want this to go to a good home. I have the other set. I will build it just as a memory of my dad. But we had Larry Robinson do this rainforest inlay on it. And you can see even the spalting on the sides. We're very excited about this.
Absolutely love that.
This guitar has, it just means a lot to me because I love my dad, and he was so supportive in the early days I was building guitars. He'd be out in the shop with me and just kind of helping, so I have great memories of that.
Awesome.
So it's this one.
Awesome.
I'm also very excited about this.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the I don't want to say it's the end game, but it was almost the starting line for this new thing we're doing. And so a little bit of a fun story is, I won't tell you all the details because then I'd have to put out a contract on your lives. But this finish was kind of started as an accident. And as I'm working late one Saturday, I do an experiment on a soundboard with some special dyes that we found, very obscure, complicated silver dyes. But I didn't like what I did, so I started wiping it off, and it started again, and then started discovering some of this stuff. So this happened, and then the following year, which is this year, that was last year. The following year, now, Jacob, our general manager, built side by side with me. He's just a genius. He did this. He made this finish, and we fell in love with this. In fact, we sent you a picture, and Jacob said, Matt really liked it. Yes.
I sure did.
Yeah, so we
seeing it in person gives you a completely fresh appreciation for just the depth of what is happening visually here.
So we love this. We didn't do any of the same techniques as we did on that. We started inventing some new technology, and we so love this. And Jacob figured out, we actually invented new techniques and some tooling that didn't exist to be able to achieve this. And we fell in love with it. And then I told Jacob, I want color. I want some color. And he dug in his heels and said, no, I don't want, we shouldn't do color. Said, we should do color. We should do color. We should do color. And then now he's on board, because then we ended up with this. So this is a little bit of the culmination of some of those accidents. And so, as Bob Ross would say, just happy accidents happen. And then little things that we were doing there that late night in the shop where we were just inventing things on the fly, like, okay, well, let's try this tool, or let's try this technique. And it just, some of it was, maybe not so good, but all of a sudden, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then we learned a new technique, and then Jacob started kind of rolling with that new technique, and then we started adding some colors. So it's a multi-step process. At the end of it, we couldn't take our eyes off of it. And like so
marble dripping.
And the details and the way we achieved it is completely not obvious how we did it, but we're so excited about it. And because we're at bottom, we're just toddlers. We're just there having fun in the shop, but being able to do stuff like this. And one of the dangers of a thing like this is if you go too far and it becomes a little gimmicky, then it looks like it belongs on a cheap electric. So we had to navigate a very narrow strait between that and doing something really, really dramatic. We think the world's never seen a texture like this. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I've never seen anything like it. So we're excited. It kind of blew open the doors on this a new world of ways that we want to look at using some woods that were, I mean, quite frankly, that maybe were cosmetically, we wouldn't use them on our guitars. Acoustically, they're great, but it does, you know, it has maybe the grain line is wrong or the coloration is not great, so we set it aside. But acoustically, they're stellar. Well, now all of a sudden, oh, we can use those tops. So yes, I'm excited about this. And hats off to Jacob. I mean, he did such a great thing with this. And like I say, I want to say it's partly genius on Jacob's part, but there was some serendipity there too, where it was just one of those creative moments where it all just came together. We think we can do it again, but you know, we can do it again.
If not, you better buy this one just in case.
Yeah, and this one's doubled in price just now. No, that's a joke. But so those two are two of my favorite.
Yeah.
And of course, the Pale Moon Ebony, I just love that wood. It's become the most difficult wood for us to get, and but it's so dramatic. I mean, always I love Brazilian. I finally have my own guitar after all these years. It's Brazilian. I admit I'm a little spoiled, but the Pale Moon Ebony, there's just nothing quite like it. So I love those three they're pretty hot to me, because at some level, you know, building these things, I have opinions about how things should be, but when it comes to what do you like, my opinion's no better than anybody else's, of course. I mean, I just have my own preferences.
Sure.
But those are three that. So, but thank you for asking. And
Thank you.
I gotta say, we love working with you guys because you guys are enthusiastic about what we do, and we work with, you know, some select dealers around the world, and they like the guitars. But when we work with you guys, it's like we love Matt. We just, you know, being able to work with people that appreciate what you're doing, it's a big deal for us.
We massively appreciate what you do on every level, from the conversations to the strings that you put on to the finish that you spray on it, and every step of the processes. We're just consistently blown away, and you have really helped, quite honestly, stair-step Eddie's guitars up in terms of the quality that we're able to offer.
That makes me happy to hear that, because that's, you know, when things are really good, when everybody wins. And I know you treat your clients so well. It's another reason we love you guys. So let's just keep doing this. Let's just keep doing this as long as they let us.
Sounds good to me. Appreciate you.
Likewise.